like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second cup. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second cup.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Now Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Yard line.
That's complete to Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up second.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Good for a save.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up second.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Rodgers Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and 14.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. A gain of 3, second down.
Hargrave Diggs on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second down at 7. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He's going to let this go deep for Jack. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there take the hit and deliver downfield. And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I love the...
He's got him in, complete. Trey. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Buccaneers.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's caught by Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To
Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Saints 10.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He's brought down by Shaq.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. And to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Saints 10.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep for Jay. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Greg Joseph.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Closes quickly here, and he can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown.
To Deshaun Jackson.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one, as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Open man, Samuel, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
The tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's
17 there and a New Orleans first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a desperate. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
See,
it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside.
Saints.
Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about it.
It's caught at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 66, Saints 17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll check it down to Geis. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my ring on grease. Can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.